Immersion, a topic we've already covered, but only the surface. Immersion can go a lot further, even in VR, with minimal impact. Today will be Volume 2 of the top 10 immersion mods that are VR tested for your Skyrim VR game. Hello, my name is Soul and welcome to Skyrim VR Top 10s. These top 10s are mainly brief descriptions and brief visuals of the mods. And if you want a more in-depth review of a particular mod, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to get to that. And before we begin, if this video helped you decide on a mod or you simply enjoy the input from this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more VR and comedic content. I also stream on Tuesday and Friday on 3 platforms: Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Link trees in the description. Also, if you would like some modding help from me, or you just want to join my community, join the Soul Chamber, my Discord server. Now, these mods correlate more to a bounty hunter type of playthrough / roleplay kind of deal. Yet, these can still go well with any ordinary character. For story purposes though, this bounty hunter we're creating is one that simply does not stop for more than a couple of days, maybe at most 5, less than a week, I don't know, but doesn't stay that long in a single town or city. Now, prep your gear for the hunt. Now, I said this is about bounty hunters, but some bounty hunters, also, they must praise and worship a god, right? A deity, a divine? Have you ever wanted to truly praise a divine, whether it's the 9th or the other 8? Wintersun, Faiths of Skyrim allows you to be a true, faithful individual for Akatosh, or even a Daedric prince like Molag Bal. Wintersun adds religion and prayer for the player to give their faith to a deity of their choosing. In this case, you. This mod also allows other deities based off of the Elder Scrolls lore as a whole. So if you know of a specific deity you want to worship, then find the respective shrine and pledge your faith to them. Or you can just be faithful to Sheer-Gorath. You know, that's a great alternative. The wildlife of Skyrim is a strange thing to tackle. Foxes are defensive and run away, as well as goats, but wolves, even by their lonesome, attack and are granted death. Their behaviors aren't really true to reality. But again, our goal is immersion. SkyTEST improves the AI of the animals and predators throughout Skyrim. SkyTEST overalls the behaviors to be more realistic, yet keeps the designs the same. Wolves now attack in packs. Wolves can now have alphas. Animals fear flames, yet still attempt to attack you while remaining cautious of your torch or whatever flame you have. Bears hibernate in the winter, and this mod expands the AI of all the animals so much more. There's so much more depth to this mod than meets the eye. It is a must-have if you want more realism with the wildlife. To expand the AI further, along with a proper patch, we can add mortal enemies. Mortal enemies removes the strange and vanilla Skyrim logic patterns of your enemies being able to attract you with the perfect accuracy and precision in combat. Meaning, melee becomes more about tactics than tanking hits. An example is monsters and humans are now unable to do a 360 YY no-scope with their blade when you're at their butt ends, their ass, their cheeks. However, their area of effect is a wider sweep, so be careful. You never will know what dong hits you. Sorry, that was rude. That was a very provocative sentence. These also affect human NPCs, which again, we can increase the immersion with the next one. Organized bandits in Skyrim, or OBIS for short, not OBS, OBIS. It's like obese, kind of. Let's just call it OBIS. OBIS, yeah. OBIS adds over 2,500 bandits to the leveled lists. As you progress through your Skyrim, bandits become more organized and get more deadly. The number of tiers of these bandits are 7, and meaning they could have a puny peon of a bandit, or you can have a bandit overlord. Each faction of a bandits has their own set of prowess as well as weaknesses. Bandits were never a threat once you hit the mid-levels of vanilla Skyrim, and OBIS completely changes that feeling and makes the traversing of Skyrim much more dangerous.
I'm in danger!
However, there isn't much reward for defending the people of Skyrim from these bandits. HeadHunter makes bounty hunting true to its original calling. HeadHunter Bounties Redone expands the bounty quests for all that include bandits, forsworn, giants, and dragons. Acquiring trophies is a must to get the loot from the Hold's Jarl, whether it's a pendant or capturing the prisoners. Jarl no longer trusts your word. Show them your foes' heads. That'll be proof enough. At least I hope so. Why wouldn't it? You're showing them their head. Come on. Come on, Jarl. Give me my gold. Give me my weapon. Give me the stuff. Give me the goods. I brought you this head. Where is my A good bounty hunter needs a horse, right? However, the vanilla horses aren't just meh. It's all I can say. Meh. Immersive Horses overhauls all the horses of Skyrim. Immersive Horses adds commands to your steeds and ownership capabilities to you and your followers. Horses are more unique and are given more color and depth in terms of visuals as well. And here's a warning, however, when using B-seated, the menus for Immersive Horses will be a bit glitchy. However, you can still get around this, and you can even disable the menus that pop up when you want to get on your horse. Set it to specific options for the menus to appear. I set them to their normal commands, and for example, if I want to hop on a horse, the menu won't pop up for Immersive Horses, just be seated, which is what I want. I don't want to go through the menu as I just want to hop on my horse and go. A bounty hunter surely must run out of equipment quickly, losing durability and effectiveness, right? At least for the immersive purposes. Yet we know this really doesn't happen, but just for the sake of the role play, right? There is no time to make your own blade if you're a moving, bounty hunter. You make enough gold from your services though, so you can try to go to the general goods store and get some decent weaponry as well as the blacksmiths. However, a bounty hunter should probably get their own stuff, right? You want your weapon repaired or a brand new one that the smiths don't exactly hold in their shops. Owned Metal SSE updated allows blacksmiths and enchanters to craft, temper, and enchant your gear, whether it's armor or weapons, and this also includes armor and weapon mods. Quality and price depend on the skill of the blacksmith and or enchanter you are speaking with. And if you're a charismatic devil, you can get it for a cheaper price. Now get those temporary weapons from the general goods while your equipment is being made. Do your bounties across the hold that you're currently in to kill the time. Because it takes time. It's immersive. It takes time for them to craft their blade. Now, this is not immersive, but what happens is the courier knows where you are, typical vanilla Skyrim, and gives you the note that, hey, it's ready. So just wait for that letter. The custom weapons and armor that you paid for could be from Immersive Weapons and Armors. A double feature from the same author, Immersive Weapons adds 230 new weapons and the ability to break down those weapons. 21 new archetypes are added to give more variety to combat and allows the player and NPCs more combat freedom. There is even custom crafting to give more immersion to the creation of your weapons, if your bounty hunter is a skilled smith. Every weapon is lore friendly and not something from a manga like Guts Dragon Slayer. As much as I would like to wield a 400-pound blade with ease, that is not the case and is not really immersive enough. As much as, I'd really like a Dragon Slayer sword and, carry that son of a gun and swing it with one arm. I would be a-okay with that, but for realistic purposes, not gonna happen, right? Now to the other part, Immersive Armors adds lore-friendly armors and the vast variety, adding up to 55 new armor sets, 300 plus shields, capes, eye patches, and more. All of which are craftable and add style to your bounty hunter. At least they should, right? You wanna hunt with style. Who wants to not hunt with style? You're just gonna wear that basic.
Watch your profanity.
No, we want to be unique. We want to be the dopest bounty hunter, right? The swag, that hip. You want to be hip, right? Cop one of the armor sets. All right, you're gonna stop talking like an idiot. To increase the weaponry of Skyrim even further, we can add Lore Weapon Expansion, another weapon mod that vastly expands the weapon list of Skyrim, all of which are derived from previous games, yet still adding those Skyrim-like textures to the weapons. These weapons are obviously craftable with the right perks. They can be found with the proper level lifts as well. Bandits have become more cunning and deadly with these weapons and armors, so watch your back out there. Make sure you don't get stabbed in the behind, or make sure it doesn't get rammed up a crevice you don't want it to be rammed in. That's what I don't want. VRIK allows you to holster and has the proper visuals in terms of bodies, right? However, the gear we have isn't shown on our body, except for, the thing we holster. By gear, though, I mean our potions, scrolls, and so on. All geared up derivative allows you to see your items on your persons. This also includes the NPCs, by the way. So if you want to see how much gold an NPC has without crouching down and peeking into their inventory like a sneaky son of a gun you are, a pouch will appear by their rear end. Potions will appear in front, and so on. You can even see special items like is there a star or a loot. Just make sure you follow instructions thoroughly, as this mod can be a bit complicated to install. And one thing to note, this mod can go well with HeadHunter. You can get the dragon skull, for example, on your back, and so on. This is really cool to have, and you can actually see this with Campfire, another mod I featured before. When you're at your camp, you can see it on the floor with you. It's kind of cool. I recommend this. This increases the immersion tenfold right here for me. This was like, I have to have this. This was definitely for me. I needed this. But as I said, installation kind of complicated, but worth it in the end. So if you want to get that, make sure you follow the instructions on the mod page all the way through. Well, that's it for this top 10 mods you could have to enhance your Skyrim VR as a renowned bounty hunter. You can be the next Spike from Cowboy Bebop, but in Skyrim. If you have a specific category or type of role-playing type of mods you want me to cover for your Skyrim VR, let me know in the comments. It gives me ideas for these videos. Now be sure to endorse the mods you've downloaded to support the creators and encourage them to do more, or to just give them pride. Or at least I hope that's what they get. All the links for these mods will be in the description below, as well as my link tree for my socials and streaming platforms. Don't forget to join the Discord to be up to date with my content, or just to chat with me and my fellow compatriots. If you liked any of the mods or found this helpful, be sure to like the video. Also, you can see these mods in action on my Skyrim VR roleplay series, which is posted every Sunday morning CST, no later than noon, so just be aware of that. If you're interested in other VR content as well as comedic moments, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified of future videos. Now, one last thing is to keep your soul free.